everybody. I just wanted to take a quick moment to talk about the word mindfulness. And I'm sure that a lot of you have heard the word mindfulness before. And we're going to kind of dive into what mindfulness means, what are the benefits, and who practices mindfulness, and why should you? Why should I? So being mindful means really being deeply aware of what is happening right now, being in the present moment, okay? And you know, it's really taking the time to pay attention to your surroundings. Like, what do you see? What do you hear? How do you feel? So in PE, we talk about being physically fit, but another wonderful thing that is beneficial for athletes is being mentally fit. So that's where that mindfulness piece comes in, because mindfulness, from an athlete's perspective, increases focus. It helps you stay in the zone. It increases your confidence levels. It gives you the ability to adapt, you know, to your current situation. For example, if it's game day and things are just not going your way, your mindfulness practice can help you adapt to that situation so that you get back on track. So when you're feeling off balance, LeBron James took a timeout, 30-second timeout in one of the high pressure games, and he didn't call for the massage therapist. He didn't call for the coach's advice. He sat on the bench and he closed his eyes, because what he was doing was he was trying to regain his composure, get balanced again, because in those highly competitive situations, we tend to get off balance. So he took a timeout, a mental timeout, closed his eyes for 30 seconds so that he could get his emotions back in check, and he could go back out on the court and play his hardest. It reduces stress, and it just gives you a clear mind, which was another reason that LeBron James had to call that timeout in that high pressure game, was that he did not have a clear mind. His mind was going all sorts of places. So when he was able to take that timeout and close his eyes for 30 seconds, he was able to, again, recalibrate and get his mind ready to go back into the game. So many, many benefits to mindfulness, and it is a practice. You don't just practice it one time. It's like anything that we talk about in PE, basketball, soccer, volleyball. You don't go to one practice and then you're a pro, okay? Mindfulness is a daily practice. It's a daily practice to get physically fit, and it's a daily practice to get mentally fit. And they both go hand in hand. So who practices mindfulness? Anybody. Anybody can practice mindfulness. But instead of giving you a big long list of people's names that practice meditation and mindfulness, I picked out a few. Take a look. Okay, we're going to try a very simple mindful breathing exercise right now while we're here, okay? So what you're going to do is you're just going to count to 10. You're just going to count your breaths. That's it, okay? So I'll close my eyes because I feel more grounded when I close my eyes. You can keep yours open. And you're just going to count in your head. As you breathe in, you count to 1, okay? As you exhale and breathe out, you count 2. As you breathe in again, you're counting to 3. So you're going all the way to 10, okay? So you're counting in your head as you take your breath. So you're just counting your breaths. That's it. It's a very simple exercise, but it is a powerful exercise. Okay, so just to be clear, you're counting to 10, and all you're doing is counting your breaths. If 10 seems like too many breaths to count on your first go, just count to 5, and then you can unpause the video and we can keep going. Okay, so it would be like this. I'm gonna close my eyes. You don't have to. So you're gonna inhale through your nose on the count of 1. Then as you count to 2, you'll exhale through your mouth. Then when you inhale again, you're going to count to 3. And then when you exhale again, you'll count to 4. And you're going to do that all the way to 10, or if you choose 5. All I ask is that you try one of those before you move on, okay? So mindfulness is not only for athletes, it's for everybody, right? Because mindfulness helps us navigate all of life's challenges. It helps us maintain a better balance, and it helps us learn how to respond versus react. It helps us learn to pause in hard situations, and it's kind of like that remote control. It turns down the volume on really, really big emotions. It allows us to come back to ourselves and live a balanced life. So there are so many different ways that you can explore mindfulness and train your brain to be mentally fit. And we're going to take a look at a bunch of those different ways coming up in the next few weeks. So stay tuned. Bye.